few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami.
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys,
great vision, David. Thank you. We don't see this very often, Clark, but tonight, two teams that really thrive in the half court.
Yeah, and you know, they can get up and down, and we'll see them do that some, but they much prefer, Kevin, simply to grind it out.
And the starting group for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Murray out there with Derek White, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Miami, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler, and it's Winslow in at the 3. Now, here's DeRozan. Count the basket.
You know, I look at DeRozan. One of the things I like most about his game is that he really employs the mid-range shot. And it's a lost art for most other players.
Dragic against Murray. No good from Dragic. Here's San Antonio. White, good. Dragic with it. Pass to Olynyk. Rebound, San Antonio. And the pass to White. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Aldridge, and he comes up with the deuce.
Aldridge is too strong to let a little bit of contact bother him. I actually think he likes those tough shots.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Butler against Aldridge. 6 to shoot. The baseline J. Misses off the right iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Murray dishes to White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
He'd have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dragic kicks to Butler. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Shot to stop the run. Pass to Winslow. From deep three-point range. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Passes it to DeRozan. Over Winslow. And it's DeRozan missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And San Antonio called for the foul.
You look at Butler and his tenacity jumps out at you. It's incredible. That's one of the reasons you love Butler. Awesome at attacking and earning trips to the foul line when he penetrates.
Free throw, good Butler.
And the Spurs acquiring all-star DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl in exchange for Kawhi Leonard with one full season in the bag. How do you view that trade?
Well, I tell you what, I think it's going to work well both ways. Obviously, for Toronto, it was fantastic, but I like Poeltl. This guy has tremendous attributes and ability as a big guy. The Spurs, with no interest in a long rebuild, they'd rather retool on the fly, and I think they put themselves in position to be pretty good going forward.
Now here's Murray. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Heat trail by 8. Dragic taking his time here. Butler on the wing. Shoots over White. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to Aldridge. To the paint. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Aldridge.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's Butler. That one goes. Count it.
Excellent touch around the rim. Really nicely done. Jimmy Butler making it look easy.
Dragic against Murray. Here's Aldridge. Count that bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a 10-point game. Dragic finds Butler. Back to Dragic. Adebayo passes to Dragic. A shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-4 run. Dragic comes with the double team. Pirtle, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Adebayo throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Now, here's Aldridge. It's Adebayo with the rebound. 3-on-3. No good from Dragic. Spurs leading by 8. Now Murray. Dishes to Pirtle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Pirtle, mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
It's stolen by DeRozan. He kicks to Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And Clark at 7 feet tall. Pirtle a live body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Pirtle can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Gay against Olynyk. And again, the turnover by the Heat. Spurs leading by 13. Murray with the bounce pass. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Count that one. Murray's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain that.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Olynyk. And again, it's the Heat missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a a shot he has to continue to take. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Dragic. Will it go? Miami no good on that time either.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And then Gay with the dunk.
Timeout. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example setter. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
Now here's Mills. And the rejection by Leonard. Now here's Johnson. There's the dish to Dragic. The pass to Leonard. Shoots over Lyles. Again, the miss by the Heat. Spurs leading by 19. Mills passes to Lyles. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's sent back by Leonard. Here's Hero. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count that one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Dragic gets the bucket.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Lyles passes to Forbes. Lyles kicks to Mills. Pass to Gay. Over Johnson. Johnson with the block. Here's Jones. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Mills passes to Lyles. Shoots over Leonard. Lyles no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And he makes the first. The Heat making a switch here. Waiters has checked in. And so Jones nails both of them.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Shoots It's over Carroll. Johnson can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got his second basket. Spurs leading by 13. Here's Mills. Over Waiters. Mills can't hit. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Jones against Carroll. Here's Johnson. Leonard trying to break free. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Jones.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And Jones has it in the corner. Passes it to Waiters. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That is his first foul of the game. For Miami, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Johnson from outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Spurs lead by 10. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of,
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, Johnson and Leonard together up front. Dion Waiters is out there with Hero. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Johnson. And finished off by Leonard.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 8 points for Rudy Gay.
Gay has made a great transformation over the years from a traditional wing to somebody who scores all over the court, including inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. The Heat trail by 12. Gay comes over with a double team. Hero passes to Johnson. Carroll with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. On the wing, Bellinelli, defended by Jones. Here's Forbes. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Now a timeout called by Miami. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled it.
For Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Myers Leonard. Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Justin Winslow in for Hero. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Trey Lyles. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Murray's subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
Doing a little bit of work from that in-between area. The defense isn't going to know what to do with Butler if he's draining those jumpers.
And Murray, here we go. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Waiters. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Murray, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Winslow dishes to Waiters. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Butler finds Winslow. He can't get that one. Murray with the defensive effort. San Antonio leading by 18. DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to
Take a break.
the Mamba.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Derek White's checked in for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
White, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Dragic after the basket by San Antonio. Winslow kicks to Butler. To halt the run, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Timeout called, the Heat. And the minutes down, Clark slightly for Pirtle last season, but his role grew down the stretch.
And not only his role grew, but I think his production improved as well. He got better as a passer. His rebounding took a jump forward. The counting stats won't wow you, but he's making progress and impacting his team in a positive way.
A difficult situation for Miami. Dragic with it. To end the drought. DeRozan with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And another basket for San Antonio.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Dragic. Butler in the corner. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Really hard to stay with Jimmy Butler because he's so good at getting shots up and in past the defense. Just has a real knack for scoring even when challenged.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Winslow's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Offensive rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
DeJounte Murray played just one season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
One shot.
Free throw good, Murray. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those especially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Murray's court vision, very sharp, and he's unselfish, too. You love seeing that combination.
There's the pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. And White with the block. Pass to DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Aldridge. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Butler. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Aldridge can't get it to go. And Miami shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Olynyk against Aldridge. And here's Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Near the 3-point line, it's Dragic. And that one goes long.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
White, good.
Boy, DeRozan showing you good recognition there. Saw the gap in the defense and fired the pass to the wide open man. Doesn't get much better than that.
Outside Dragic. Back to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Now here's Murray. He's got 19. Good. And it's 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Aldridge trying to break free. White, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Aldridge comes over to help. Dragic the pass to Butler. To the left wing. Here's Olynyk. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Butler against DeRozan. With some arc. And it's Butler missing. And San Antonio shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Hero subbed in for Butler. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Pirtle. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 8. And it's the Heat on the break. Pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
DeRozan against Jones. Okay, outside. Great that time from Leonard.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Johnson, a wide open look. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
It's good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The kick out to Dragic. Johnson in the corner. Puts up a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game. Jones against DeRozan. Out left to the wing. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his second bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's San Antonio, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Rudy, it looked like you guys found your old identity in the first half tonight.
Yeah, that's the way we played last season. Our defense was our staple. And that's all we have to do. We have to go out here and play defense every night. And this is a good start for us.
Let's see if you can stay true to yourself in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all about San Antonio as the game got going. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively, stringing together an impressive 8-0 run to jump on top early. Even though they were slowed down significantly, by the end of the first, they still had a huge double-digit lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And they double up Butler. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Now here's Winslow. Pass to Butler. Shoots over White. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Winslow. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. Now Winslow. DeRozan brings the double team. 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. Basket good. Winslow's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Heat.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Now here's White. They double him with Butler. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by Olynyk. And Miami shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Butler dishes to Dragic. Pass to Winslow. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, it's been all Murray all day, 24/7. He's really become a lethal offensive presence.
Butler against White. Butler finds Adebayo. That one, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
And that one drops.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass. And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
The first one falls. Look, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Now, here's Butler. 12 points for him. DeRozan brings the double team. Winslow. And there's another one for the Heat.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Murray surveying the D. Adebayo against Pirtle. Here's Aldridge. Connects in the foul line jumper. Aldridge has got 10.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Pirtle with the double team. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Heat moving the ball around. Down low. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bellinelli.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Waiters, he's checked in for Miami. San Antonio also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Pirtle. Damari Carroll comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And there's the pass to DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 12 over Bellinelli. Shots good from Butler. He's got 14.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Butler with the steal. And they double up Butler. Kicks it to Olynyk. Back to Butler. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And Adebayo throws it down.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Forbes, the pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Olynyk, and it's DeRozan missing. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Waiters outside. Pass to Adebayo. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Here is Forbes. Back to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lyles. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Free throws good, Lyles. And Miami shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. On the wing, Winslow. Passes it to Butler. There's the triple. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Forbes. Pass to Lyles. Now Bellinelli. There's the 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. There's Winslow. Rebound San Antonio.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Gay outside. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Forbes. San Antonio again missing. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Waiters finds Butler. Johnson outside. Winslow with it. Leonard on the wing. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Carroll's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they double up Gay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Dion Waiters.
So skilled at slashing towards the hoop. When Gay goes strong, he's hard to contain.
For San Antonio, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And he can't get the first one.
After suffering a devastating Achilles tendon injury during the 16-17 season, Gay has bounced back really well. Has quietly become a much better outside shooter, too.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Hero subbed in for Justice Winslow. He hits the second from the line. The Heat shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Now here's Carroll. 6 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. Waiters passes to Leonard. Dishes it to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Waiters with the ball. Now the pass to Hero. Johnson outside. 13 feet away, and it's Miami with another.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Mills, following the score by James Johnson. San Antonio again missing. Pass to Hero, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. It was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
Shots good by Lyles.
The more he facilitates, the more effective Gay is, and it's good to see him concentrating on that part of his game.
Waiters gets a wide open look. It's good from long range. Waiters got 5 points so far.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now here's Carroll. No good that time. Good D by Jones. The feed to Waiters. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Light comes in for Bryn Forbes. And there's a minute 45 left here in the third quarter.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here is Aldridge. He's got 10. The dish to White. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
White drives in. They swipe it. Hero, no good. Spurs leading by 18. And it's Carroll in the corner. Kept alive. Here's Aldridge. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good positioning.
Gay comes over with a double team. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
San Antonio making a switch here. Pirtle's checked in. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shoots from 12. Here's Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, Pirtle is polished in the post. Call him 3P man. Polished, post, Pirtle.
The Spurs have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. He misses the free throw.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Murray's checked in for Patty Mills. He doesn't get the second one. Here's Miami now. They're on a 15-6 run. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. San Antonio with the ball. And here is Murray. This one for 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Passes to Olynyk. Inside, here's Adebayo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Murray outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got 25 points in the game.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Dragic. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
And the Spurs with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Rudy Gay. He'd have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Doubled by Murray. Feeds it to Olynyk. 2 points. That one goes. Olynyk's got 4 points in the quarter.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Jakob Pirtle. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Butler, he's checked in for Hero. Free throw good. Adebayo. Spurs leading by 19 points. DeRozan scanning the floor. Over Winslow. And the Spurs scoring again.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Dragic. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
Here's White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist in the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
DeRozan against Winslow. Kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Dragic. DeRozan brings the double team. 3-pointer, 5 to shoot. Winslow's shot is off.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Murray, good.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, and put the defender in a bind.
Here's Butler after the basket by San Antonio. Over to the left wing. Olynyk has the open look. They get the rebound. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
There's Winslow. Miami no good on that time either.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
DeRozan's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Murray. Jimmy Butler making his last shot, and it's White missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
To the wing on the left, and stolen by Murray. The floater, and there's the nice layup by White.
Yes, sir. DeMar DeRozan.
Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. The pass to Dragic. The shot by Butler, nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Down low, Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 14 points for Aldridge.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Timeout called, the Heat. And Clark coming out of Washington as a one-and-done. DeJounte Murray was considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. It was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
The Spurs making a switch here. Medu, he's checked in for Pirtle. Trey Lyles comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for White. Here's Okpala. Shot clock at 5 to the paint. And he converts the layup. Mayton's got his first 2 points.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Yeah, just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
Waiters outside. On the wing, Winslow. He's covered by Murray. Waiters for three. No good on that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. On the wing, Bellinelli. Back to Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
When you look at Murray's development of his inside game, boy, a nice finish that time. The better he is there, I think the better he'll be overall.
Now here's Waiters. Here's Mayton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Murray against Winslow. Walker looking for an opening. Inside. Here's Lyles. Basket counts.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now Winslow. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Murray.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Medu. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, Walker. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Okpala. Here's Waiters, and the basket is good.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Waiters. Off target from outside. Murray against Winslow. Here's Medu. And he dunks it down.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Winslow, the pass to Mayton. He dishes it to Waiters. Got a hand on it. Murray against Winslow. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. That shot off.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Waiters dishes to Winslow. Back to Waiters. Shoots the three. And it's Waiters again missing.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Walker in the post. Rebound by the Heat.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Okpala. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Spurs. Now here's Bellinelli. Out to the wing. Passes it to Medu. And here's Walker. Sinks the triple. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Okpala. That one wide left. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Murray against Winslow. Murray finds Bellinelli. That shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Akpala, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And so far, Greg, what we've seen from Akpala, he has the size and athleticism to do damage in the league.
All the physical requirements are there, Kevin. The other thing that's there is the jump shot. Terrific range, and he has no problem shooting with the defender in his face.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Hero subbed in for Justice Winslow. And San Antonio also making a switch. Mills, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
Pass to Lyles. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Akpala, and a miss there on the triple. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. Medu gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Robinson with it. From deep. And the miss.
It's helpful whenever Bellinelli is active on defense. I think he wants to step his game up in that area.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd